This is Axis0096 welcoming you to another Around the Star Map thing while we wait for 318 and 317.2. Hopefully both arrive pretty soon. I'm hoping. And once again, we're on the Ark Star Map. On the main page of dang it, the website. What am I trying to say here? And what's that noise? Pardon the construction noises anyone's hearing. There's a neighbor doing construction. Anyways, we're going to leave the comfort of Stanton this time and travel beyond. Further and further away from Stanton. At least I think that's somebody working on something. Good grief, what is that? Anyways, ignore the noise in the background. I'm going to go to a relatively nearby system to Stanton to begin with, if having trouble with my mouse. Also is not very far from Stanton. The system's fairly large. Looks like it has 6 planets, probably some moons in it. And if I understand right, this system is under the Fair Chance Act. So let's have a look. Also, come on, get out of that. Also, the star is a main sequence F-type star. Also, one. Display, you piece of junk. Thank you. Is a lava planet not habitable and considered a developing world. I don't know why it would be considered developing when it's a dead rock. Also, 2 is where things get interesting. Dude. This is a terrestrial rocky. And yes, it's developing. This planet has a lush biosphere and breathable atmosphere that would make it ideal for human habitation if it wasn't for the discovery of the Ausonians. This multi-limbed primitive creature is one of many unusual species found to inhabit the Fair Chance Protected Act world. So this planet's like a nature preserve. Gas giant believed to have been a rogue Jupiter, also 3. This pulled into orbit around also stars, slightly green and white in color due to silicate clouds. So it's a silicate planet. And then we have also 4, which looks to be a dead world, rocky terrestrial and developing. Planet lacking both a core and an atmosphere. While initial scans showed that its surface was rich in minerals, recent scans showed that those reserves much depleted, causing speculation that miners have found their way as the UE patrols in the system. Well, yeah, where there are profits to be made, they don't really care. Also, 5 is a ice giant, looks like. With a highly lethal atmosphere of ammonia vapor. Wonderful. Kind of looks like Neptune, too. Hopefully it'll have a cloud deck. And then we have also 5. Is there a 5th planet? I don't see a 5th planet here. That was also 5. This is... wow. That's an interesting name. Yogi Station. Really? Protected, staffed by a rotating military contingent ordered to protect the system from outside interference. Yeah, well, they've effed up there pretty much. A recent Senate report revealed corruption among the staff and portrayed them as being less than diligent about doing their work. Yeah, I would think so, too. And then we have also 6, the outermost planet, a dwarf planet, lacking in resources. And this system's relatively close to Stanton. It's just through a pyro jump point. So once you get to Pyro, you're on your way toward Osso. Pyro's here, Osso's here. And then Stanton is here. Let's go to another nearby system. Have we been to Hadrian? Yes. Bremen? No. Callus. I don't think I've been to Callus yet. Another developing system with numerous planets and moons. Callus actually has quite a few moons and planets. Callus, whatever number, yeah. Callus Prime itself is a G-type star. Meanwhile, Callus 1 is a protoplanet still developing. Callus 2 is a terrestrial rocky planet forming between 2 asteroid belts. It shares its orbit with Callus 3. Callus 3, speaking of it, are wondering if one of the planets will subsum each other. They may, and yeah, they're in the same orbit. These 2 planets will probably eventually merge. Callus 4 is a lava planet. A world dominated by volcanic activity that appears to be forming an atmosphere. Members of the scientific community are particularly fixated on Callus 4. Survey number DXP-55.7C and track its progress from the edge of the system with orbital platforms and research drones, hoping it might reveal how Earth developed. Yeah, well, yes and no. Callus 4 is a ringed giant planet. Looks kind of like Jupiter. But it's not a giant, it's a rocky planet. Without an atmosphere on this world. It may form a moon eventually. Callus 6 is a carbon planet, still early in its development. A carbon planet. Interesting. Callus 7. Gas giant. So, Callus 8. Another ice giant. Yeah, it looks like it formed further out, in. Okay. Okay. It's Callus 8. What space station is this? Orbital station... Griffin. In the outermost planet, the dwarf planet. So it's already almost dead. Callus is a developing system. Interesting. Okay. We did Callus. Pyro. Castra. Have I done Bremen yet? Let's go to Bremen. Bremen's a small... No, I've been here before. Tenga system. What is this? Tenga. A white dwarf. Tenga? Never heard of it. I've never even heard of this system. What is this place? It's got an asteroid belt, Tenga Belt Alpha. One planet, 2 planets actually. Tenga. What is this place? I've never even heard of it. Okay. Chthonian planet. Tenga 1 and Tenga 2. So this has been changed to a white dwarf degenerate planet star. Has an asteroid belt, probably remains of a planet. And then Tenga 2, which is an ice giant, like Neptune or Uranus. Come on, click on it. Thank you. Nice planet sublimating due to the system's high temperatures. As a result, the trail of expelled gases followed Tenga 2 around in orbit. I've never even heard of this star or planet. Where are we? Tenga. It's near Odin and Kellogg. So it's on the opposite side from Nyx. What jump points hook to it? That's large. Medium. So it hooks to Bremen. Right? These are less mapped. Tenga, it looks like hooks to Bremen and Odin. Only 2 jump points. Really weird. Odin, meanwhile, hooks to Nyx. 6 jumps. Look at that, though. There's a jump point to Virgo. Now, for anyone hunting Xenos, Vandal, look and take note. of the star map right now. Virgo, which is a Vandal controlled system, connects directly to Nyx. That's practically in Stanton's backyard. Because we are... Where are we? We are here. Pyro. Nyx. 3 jump points away is Virgo. UEE military classified. Not a lot of information on this system. Yeah, military classified. I love that. It's a K-class star. Virgo 1. Huh. Click on the planet. It won't even let me. That's interesting. Jai. Whoops. Get out of that. Let me click on the planet. Okay. There we go. Terrestrial rocky. It was a tropical planet before the Vandal attacked. Yeah, is there anyone living here? Doubtful. Effete. Is 3 moons. The B moon. That's not the moons. Strip mine moon. And a tidally locked moon called Jai. Okay, the second planet. Virgo 2. Small planet. Uninhabitable. Vandal planet. Why would they want to go there, though? It's uninhabitable. Gideon's Belt. Okay. Virgo 3. Okay. Still, it's interesting. Yeah, that's what I think of that. I'm thinking Vermilion might be the final system. That's Vector, the nearest Vandal system to Stanton. Only 3 jump points away. Only 3. Imagine that. 3 jump points away are probably the nearest Vandal, which is not great. Odin. Speaking of Odin from Nyx, here's Odin. Odin itself is kind of an odd system. It's big. But enough about Odin. Let's go to systems we haven't been to. Branagh has no other connections. It's kind of by itself. Look at this. Just 1 jump point. What in the world? Main sequence K-type star. Okay. Terrestrial rocky, rapid orbit around the star. Branagh 2. Terrestrial rocky, habitable. This is the home of the current Tavaran Dysphoria. the Branagh Alpha Belt, and Branagh 3, which is a gas giant. Branagh is a small system, looks like. Only one jump point, though. Weird. Kronos. Ah, yes. The Great Mistake, some people call it. The Synth World Project. Kronos the Star, which is a G-type sun. We have Brooder, which is a dwarf planet, tiny barren rock with moderate amounts of silicate ores. The temperature is too hot for mining operations in the region. So it says. And then Schwester, which is another hot planet in the red band. It has a dense atmosphere causing greenhouse gases to make it hot. So we have a Mercury and a Venus here. And then we have Synth World itself. An artificial planet. Doesn't say much about it. It's artificial and no one lives on it, I guess. Weird. Kind of odd that they choose this system. Kellogg is next in the Branagh linkage. Kellogg's full of weird system planets. It's huge, too. Kellogg's a big system. The innermost planet of Kellogg, which is a G-type sun, very hot G-type sun, is Kellogg 1. Wow. A lava planet. Yeah. This planet's probably liquid rock. Ugh. Yeah, there's no way this thing's habitable. Look how close it is to the star. And then there's this. A planet that's biologically diverse, home to the Orm, a primitive hominid race under the Fair Chance Act. There's a station orbiting it called the Observation Station Pegasus. After that, you have a dwarf or a smog planet completely uninhabitable to humans, followed by a fourth planet that's a super Earth with limited access, even though it's mineable and easy to get to. Kellogg 5, meanwhile, is a gas dwarf, not ideal for refueling. What is this? Justice Star Satellite. Prison World. So there's a prison here. Galactic prison. I assume if you do problems in this part of the galaxy, you'll get locked here. An icy desert planar world that UE has turned into a prison. Yep. Quarterdeck. Kellogg 6. An NMRD facility on site is staffed by prisoners sentenced to do labor. I'm assuming they work for Hurston Dynamics, because it's the only people I assume can do antimatter weapons in the Empire. I would be very suspect if it's another group. Okay. So we've done Branagh, Kronos, Kellogg, Virgo, Tenga. Let's go to Vector if there's anything interesting there. It's tiny. Very. Nothing known about Vector. Just a star. Not even fleshed out. Tiber, on the other hand, I think this system's called the Grinder for a reason. Main sequence K-type star. Then we have Tiber 1, a rocky planet that's habitable. Tiber 2, desert planet. Is there a Tiber 3? Huh. How about that? There's just two planets here. Tiber would be really easy to implement. Tiber 1 and Tiber 2. That's it. Wow. 2 planets, a ton of jump points, and 1 asteroid belt and a star. That's it? Wow. Pitiful, really. That system is microscopic. Oberon. See if Oberon's got anything more interesting in it. Oh yeah, it's got quite a few planets. What in the world is this? What is this? Weird. Weird looking system, yeah. Is it a binary? We must have had a supernova here. Yeah. Yep, white dwarf. What do we have? White dwarf star. And then next to it, a super Earth. I think I remember Gone, or Oberon A, or whatever this is the core of a star. So this star siphoned the material from this one and blew up. A nova. That's a bit of my theory on it. Yeah, this is Uriel Oberon 2. It's habitable, kinda. Then we have Oberon 3, which is a protoplanet near the habitable zone. Oberon 4, a protoplanet. It's uninhabitable. Oberon 5, a mesoplanet without an atmosphere with no mineral resources. Oberon 6, a gas dwarf with a rocky core. And where's Oberon 7? Way out here. A gas giant. It's got subdued colors with acolyte moons. Okay. Oberon's a weird system. It looks like it had a nova long time ago. What that is where a star siphons material from one star to another. And unfortunately, it looks like it caused a lot of life in the rest of the system. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll do a couple more. Vega, which is a very important one. And apparently it might have, I wouldn't be too surprised for this planet, Aramis. Well, we'll start with a star, Vega 1. which is a main sequence G star. Vega 1 is a mesoplanet, very close to the star. Aramis, or Vega 2, is ringed, a ring world. Now, it doesn't take a scientist to see the red Vandal attack triangle. I suspect we will have a mission at some point when we get the Vega system to repel Vandal invaders from Vega, the Aramis, the system capital of Aramis. But we'll see. I doubt it'll happen right away. It has 2 moons. This moon, which is Vega 2A, and Vega 2B, which is the outer moon. Selene is the next moon in the Vega, next planet in the Vega system. Only half the population that was there prior to the Vandal attack. I would assume most of them are long gone. Probably heading to greener pastures. We don't really know what's going to happen when we actually get this part of the game in. Vega Belt Alpha, and after that we have Vega 4. Wait, did I skip Vega 3? Yeah, there is a Vega 3, but where is it? That's odd. Selene is Vega, yeah, that's it, Vega 3. So Vega 4 is this planet, a gas giant, reddish-brown, dotted with orbital reflections. Vega kind of was the rallying cry for the current war effort in Star Citizen. So I would expect some sort of Vandal, like you repulsing the Vandal invasion type maneuver from there. Yes. And now for the Lost System, or Tani. Probe data incomplete. Now note, this system we will be able to get here. It's a stretch goal. But we don't know what's here. Ortani had its jump point collapse. The star is a K-type. Enderma's planet is a mesoplanet that's uninhabitable. Ortani 2 is an ocean world immediately cleared for terraforming. Ortani 3 is an ice planet with the potential for terraforming. Ortani 4, a gas dwarf, not thoroughly examined. Ortani 5, a gas giant made of hydrogen and helium. And then I believe Ortani 6, which is a dwarf planet on the edge of the system. One of the real puzzles of this system is the fact the jump point collapsed. There's no way to get here. If you look, Pharaon was its connection point. Right here. To Ortani. Pharaon is as close as you can get to Ortani. Davian, Shura. Speaking of Pharaon, it's a mesoplanet coreless planet nearby. Shora, which is a rocky terrestrial. Now, where's the collapsed jump point? I guess. Now, somewhere in Pharaoh, there is a jump point that leads to Ortani. Probably, let's look around. Is that it? No. It's orange. We're probably not going to find it. But if I remember straight, the connection point was to Ortani. Because if you look, there's no way to get here. No way. Anyhow, that's all I really wanted to cover. And I'm really puzzled by what might be here. Ortani has been a puzzle for me for a long, long time. I don't know what might be lurking here. We don't know what's here. We don't know what's lurking here. For all we know, the human colonists that got sealed in could have survived and set up their own human empire. But I'm going to leave you with that thought, and I will be back another time. You guys have a great night. I'm going to wish you a good one.